Sky Prophet, baby, back with another video, man. Hope you woke up this morning. What? Good spirits. Hope you woke up this morning. What? Appreciative. A better understanding. Sense of peace. Sense of peace. We growing. We trying to grow. We just got to keep moving. You get to a roadblock, remove it out your way. Just keep on moving, man. Don't let it weigh on you. Don't let it take from you. Just receive from it. Receive the strength that you get going through it, man. This brain that we have in our head, all kind of thoughts all day. It's almost impossible for us to not get thoughts. All you gotta do is just look at something and a thought comes. You know, like it just works like that. And I don't think we got that deep as far as to that occurrence, you know, that why. But we know it's to help us. We know it's to bring us to certain knowings, to bring us to certain places. So if we're not controlling our mind frame, the way we're thinking, if we're not controlling that, these thoughts, grabbing them and pushing them away, we wind up in all kind of places. We lose our moment is what it is. You know, picture you standing up and you're supposed to be focusing on your thoughts, but they coming at 1,000 miles per hour. So you got to come up with some kind of technique for yourself to sift through them so you don't miss none of them and control the flow of them. That's the reason for us blocking out a lot of things out of our paths, you know, like that's why we got to quieten ourselves from the world, you know, because when we do that, you can't imagine how many thoughts leave with that when you quieten yourself from it, you know. Like we always want to think about the future, we want to think about the past, and Prophet here to let you know now. If you're thinking about your future, are you in your moment? No, you're in the future, man. If you're thinking about the past, are you in your moment? Yeah, you're in your moment talking about it. But your mind is in the past. It's thinking about that. It's in the past. Like we can't, is no other way to explain it. You know, and that's how we've always knew it. We've always lived like that. We talking about this, we talking about that, we live in life, you know. That's before we understood that it affects us. It affects us in certain ways because we talk about and think about certain things that we shouldn't. You know, certain things that we instead of letting go, we keep it in our subconscious. You know, like we remind ourselves of that, you know. It just keeps us all it keeps you in a bad place when you're not understanding or even trying to understand how your mind works, you know, and how things are and how words are said. You know, like it's a lot of things that you read. It's a lot of things that you hear. It's a lot of things that is out there in society that witches wrote. Like witches wrote, you know, like music and everything. Witches wrote this. And some of the words might mean a certain word, a certain thing for you. But the intentions, when they made it, it was something totally different. But we don't understand that, and we don't understand that they summoned, you know, like these evil spirits over all of these items. That's what witches do, you know. So stay in your moment. Stay in your moment. Understand your focus. Understand what are you doing. Like Prophet doing this right now. I shouldn't be concerned with nothing else. I got my grandson in the room. That's about all I have to really watch for right now. Other than that, I'm right here. I'm sitting down. I'm making this video like I'm really in tune with this. I'm not worrying about this and what, trying to hear what I'm not doing all that. That's irrelevant. Like that's irrelevant. That any one of those things gonna pull me away from this. It's gonna pull my thought away from this. We don't understand it because we move so fast, you know, and our brains move so fast. So focusing on your moment is something you need to start practicing on. You know, like training your brain is vital to your betterment. Is vital to your betterment. We tend to hold on to certain things that happened with certain individuals, certain things that happen at certain times in our life. We don't let it go. You know, it done happened already. Like, not even gonna happen again. It just done happened already. And it's not gonna happen again, but we can't let it go. All of these things, it keeps you in a cycle. It keeps you in a thinking pattern. Think about the pattern that you're in with that. Now think about, how do you get out of it? You have to change that pattern. You have to change that pattern. If I give you this pattern and you go in the maze and you can't get out of it with that pattern, how you got to have another pattern to get out of it. You know, you got to come up with another pattern to get out of it. And it's the same thing for us in this matrix. It's the same thing us living on this earth, man. It's the same thing for us throughout our lifetimes. I just wanted to bring a couple of words, man, because I said I will, and I will. I said I'm trying to be better, and I am. I say I'm disciplining myself, and I'm trying my best to discipline myself. It's hard. It's hard because before you catch your head just spinning. You know, we stop it here and there, but before you actually catch your head, you don't have control over it. Like, I kind of get the concept, spirit, that bobblehead. You know, that's kind of how we be, huh? Well, here and there, everywhere, like, just, you know, we gotta straighten ourselves up, man. Focus, discipline ourselves, man. Prophet wants you to stay in your moment. Whatever you're doing, dive into that. Dive into whatever you're doing. Put yourself in there, in thought. Put yourself in that moment. You know, make it the best moment make it the best it could be. Do your best within that moment. Give it your all. You know, like, correct it if you have to correct it. Whatever kind of way to make it as good as it could get. Every moment you have, because that's what we have. It's just moments, constantly moments. You know, like right now, I don't know who you with, but you might be with somebody. You might not be with them in a little while. You're gonna be with somebody else in another moment. You know, like, we do that all day. Then we have something by ourselves. Most of them is by ourselves. Well, I say most of them, but we got a lot of people. They moments is they don't have no alone moments. You know, because we is a social world. It's a social world. You know. Just know that without control over your mind, over your thoughts, you're not directional. You're not necessarily directional. You know, like, we have to learn to take control of these thoughts because they take us off of our course. It takes us off of what we need to be doing, where we need to be going. Like, it distracts us. It takes our attention from that. And it sounds funny, but you paying attention is how you get your worth. You gotta pay to get your worth. Like, you gotta pay. You gotta pay attention, and you gotta pay the cost to get your worth. You just have to. Prophet wants you to protect your energy, protect yourself to and from. Watch your surroundings, man. Watch what you take in your ears. Watch what you give out your mouth, man. Stay in your moment. Stay doing what you're doing right now. What you're doing. Do that. Just that. Just that. Like, we don't need to multitask till we understand how to multitask. But we should have been understanding how to multitask. Because when prophets say, I am, that's what that is. The I is my soul. I am. Anunnaki, multi-dimension, multiverse. That's I am. That's everything. Give somebody some words of encouragement, man. Help somebody if you can. Prophet got words of encouragement, man. They just come out. If you see somebody with a dirty flow, meaning if you see somebody walking all within all this dirt and dust, help them out. Try to help them sweep. Try to help them sweep some of it away. Try to help that person walk in the cleanest path as you can get them to. Or show them, enlighten them to. Till next time, man. Sky Prophet, baby. Love everybody, man. Peace out.